You're watching Good Day Kentucky on ABC 36.
Welcome back to Good Day Kentucky. Well, equipping young adults with the knowledge they need to become and stay physically fit. That's the goal for one Lexington native.
Yeah, EKU grad and creator of Foundation 47, Dale Morgan, joins us in studio to talk about his work and his passion for making a difference. Good to see you.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, glad to have you
here.
And we've got a collection right here of some inspirational
I brought you a little
stories.
gift. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yeah, so let's start by talking about the book. Who influenced you?
Who Influenced Me is a compilation of 20 contributing authors who talk about the 3 most influential people in their lives.
Cool.
And I'm thankful to the George Fraser and Stan Matthews for making that become a reality for me, because writing a book is something that I always had wanted to do. And they gave me the platform and allowed me that opportunity. I'm very grateful for that.
Were these interviews that you conducted with these folks that they told you their stories, or how did it happen? How did was it compiled?
Well, that just consists of my story and stories from individuals all across the United States. And the interviews were conducted by the people, George Fraser and Stan Matthews.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
This is awesome. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Foundation 47.
Yes,
Tell
yes.
us what it's all about.
So when I started Foundation 47, it was a way to, when I had reflected back on my K through 12 experience, I didn't learn anything about personal finances, which hindered me later on in my life, right? And when I reflected back on that, I thought, you know, these are things that we should know as individuals, real life personal finances. So I set out to educate individuals about, you know, your credit score, understanding way your credit score affects the way your ability to borrow money in the future. A lot of times when I'm talking to individuals, as they say someone who is in the job market and they started looking for jobs, well, they're always worried about what the bottom line, how much money am I going, what's my annual salary going to be? Well, I teach them about the total compensation package, your benefits, your 401k, things of that nature, things that really impact you later on in life.
All right. You know, when you talk to successful people, especially business owners, the main concern they have for the youth is financial illiteracy.
Right.
And it is amazing that is not an emphasis placed in education, and why we're not doing that is an injustice to our kids.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I started Foundation 47, to go back and teach these kids about these basic life financial principles, you know, understanding the process when you go to buy to go get approved for a home loan. Understanding the process, my whole life changed when I just sat down and I made a budget. Just understanding income and expenses, gross pay, net pay, things of that nature. And you can't assume that these kids know anything, because a lot of times they don't.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, but it's like it can be a quick lesson, but also mind-blowing at the same time for someone if they've never received that information. It can appear simple once you finally are taught.
Mind-blowing and life-altering it as well. It can change your whole trajectory of your life. In terms of, I talk to individuals all the time who live from paycheck to paycheck. This can get you out of that, just being financially literate.
Exactly, just learning the basic principles.
To have the knowledge, to have a little bit of patience. Yes, you can make a big difference with your life.
And you said something too, Lee. That's something, because I have a thing that I live by. I call it P3: positive thinking, patience, and perseverance. If you can master those 3 things, you can achieve anything you want in life.
That's it. Really, that's the key.
So talk about maybe some of the most rewarding moments you've had through your work through Foundation 47. One
thing that actually sticks out with me the most, I had given a presentation at the University of Kentucky a couple of years back, and I was walking through downtown on my lunch break, and this individual walked up to me, this young man walked up to me and said, "Hey, you gave a presentation at UK and you taught us about budgeting." And I went home that same day and I made a budget, and it changed my whole life. So that's what what brought it full circle, and that reassured me that I knew what I was doing was beneficial to the community.
Yeah, and it's impactful and changing lives, just having that information, because you know, one of the top stressors for a lot of people is money problems,
financial anxiety.
Stress. Financial anxiety.
It ruins relationships on top of that. You know?
And another thing too is that I used to be one of those individuals who, anytime I was feeling financial stress or anxiety, or I couldn't meet my debt obligations, I always thought the solution was to go get a job making more money. And it's really getting a grip on your finances and being more financially responsible.
So if people want to find out more, tell us how they find out more about Foundation 47.
I have various social media handles, but I have a website, foundation47llc.com, where they can email me at dale.morgan@foundation47llc.com.
All right. Dale, thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, stay with us. More Good Day Kentucky coming up in just a moment.